I do feel that we are slowly creating a breed of top level managers who can demand performance but cannot show how to do it.
Okay. You had also mentioned in the panel discussion there, and I'm just reiterating that point, that do you think that to do well in a senior position, for example, if I pass out today and I see myself 25 years from now, so I would expect myself to be in a good position, a top position somewhere. How important is the fact that you have to have the basic skills, as in if you are in ACC as an MD, you need to know what construction business is about. You must have spent some time in the construction business to be a good MD. Or is it that if you have a management degree and you get into a mid-level position after say IIM or MBA and then grow, what is the difference between these two people? One who has spent time on the ground, learned his way and made his way through up the ladder, and another one who probably went into another sector, did an MBA, had a career change.
I'll try to answer. I guess I understand your question. I'll try to answer like this, the way I rationalize this. Up to a certain level in an organization or up to a certain level in the operating hierarchy of any company, you need to have domain knowledge. And that means that you need to know the nitty-gritty of how things get done, how the process is, how the technology is, and how the machines work, what are the equipments and pluses and minuses. Beyond that level, and I'm not drawing a line, it may be different in different industry and things like that, but beyond that level, it is about people, it is about organization structures, it is about management control systems, it is about the soft stuff rather than the hard stuff. But both these, the domain knowledge that I am talking about, which is needed up to a certain level, and beyond that level, one needs to know what will be the outcome if I deal with people in this way as against this way. What will be the outcome if I redesign my organization this way as against this way. So that's the softer stuff. So both these things are necessary, and both these things come from grassroots work. Doesn't come from desk work.
Okay.
Domain knowledge. Let me take my example. Aluminium. I mean, I joined aluminium after working 12 years in L&T. I joined aluminium in a specific area, that is power projects, because I did power projects in L&T. So I had the domain knowledge of power projects, let's say. Then I joined aluminium. I did a power project in aluminium for 4 years in an aluminium company, which was where I used my knowledge. But then company felt that I have management skills, I have leadership qualities, that I should get into the mainstream of the business, which is not power, which is aluminium. But then I was picked up and I was given training. I was not given aluminium training. I was given management training. I was sent to IIM Ahmedabad for a 5-month program. So, and then I picked up certain things there, and I was given a challenging assignment in a plant, and then I learned how to deal with people. So these are all exposures which tell you something about domain knowledge, which is required up to a certain level to navigate and succeed and grow up in your career. Beyond that level, you need overall management skills and confidence that if I choose this alternative against this will be the outcome. Because at least 7 out of 10 times you need to take the right call, right?
Yeah.
So that comes from those hardcore ground level exposures. And this is where, I was mentioning the other thing, that there is a breed of top level managers getting created who don't have that. And therefore they are just, their only claim to fame is that I am not interested how it is to be done, just deliver.
The cutthroat style of management as...
Just deliver.
Yeah. Okay. One more interesting thing that came up in the panel discussion was, I think you mentioned that how the students are being misled of sorts. Right.
No, I said that the students are not being properly counseled.
Yeah, so could you quickly tell the students?
Yeah, I just wanted to make it clear that I think it was still not understood by some of the respondees. Basically what I wanted to say was that I fully agree that it is the market forces which will determine the way the students will go. Whether they will go to IT or they will go to financial services or they will go to engineering or manufacturing. It will be market forces, and market forces is a combination of money, combination of quality of life, combination of the nature of the job, the image of the organization and all that.
Yeah.
That's the combination of the market forces. Now, it is also our job, I'm saying our job, I'm also part of it, it is our job and the professor's job, who know a little bit more about the world, to explain certain realities to the students who may not be aware that engineering in 4 years, technological studies in 4 years gives you certain bookish knowledge, gives you certain capabilities to analyze things, right? Whether it is mining engineering or mechanical engineering or electrical engineering. And from there, when you go out into the open, into the industry, you need to learn several different things. It's not just application, it is again whole soul different things. You know, for example, transformer. I'm not an electrical engineer, I'm just saying somebody mentioned transformer. I think Professor YPC was mentioning transformer design and all that. I'm not talking about design. Transformer. Now transformer, you may have learned a lot about transformers. Are you electrical?
No, I'm not.
But suppose, you know, dissolved gas analysis in transformer. Is it taught in electrical technology department how to analyze dissolved gas in a transformer and what findings in the dissolved gas will lead to what inferences?
I don't think it would.
Probably it will not be taught. But it's a very important thing in a transformer. If you are unable to analyze dissolved gases, I mean do the dissolved gas analysis and then analyze the results of dissolved gas analysis, you will not be able to maintain a transformer. You will not be able to do a root cause analysis. I am not electrical, but I am just telling.
Yeah.
Just as an example, it came to my mind because transformer was discussed today. So you need to learn a lot of things as you go out into the industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you do not go out into the industry and learn those things, you don't internalize and reinforce what you have learned in these 4 years. Take the example of someone, let's take an extreme case, take the example of someone who has passed out from IIT Kharagpur and has taken a job in Goldman Sachs, let's say. Okay, I don't know what he will do in Goldman Sachs, but he has taken a job in Goldman Sachs at a fanciful salary. What is the end of his career? And what is, on these 4 years of IIT Kharagpur learning, is he going to build anything? If he is going to build something on his mathematical skills, statistical skills, if he is going to build something on his modeling and computer skills, fine. Those skills can come from so many other courses other than mechanical engineering in IIT Kharagpur, right? Yeah. So what will he be, he will not be reinforcing, he will not be internalizing any of what he has been taught in the college. It will be a washout. Doesn't mean that he will be a failure, but these 4 years will be a washout. So all I am trying to say is that these 4 years, if you want to leverage these 4 years in your life, and I am still doing that, I am leveraging these 4 years even now. If you want to leverage these 4 years, then you need to spend some period of time. Whether it is 5 years or 10 years is debatable. It cannot be a law. But you need to spend some period of time in hardcore practicing what you have learned.
So what
is crazy, you know, mining engineer going and writing codes. It's absolute crazy. I mean, I will never in my life support this.
So essentially you're saying that that by sacrificing a fat pay package at the outset after IIT and building on your domain knowledge, it will give you much greater dividends later, and you can leverage this for a very long period of time in your career.
You can